Hi, this is Kim with Mom's Creative Moments, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about a couple of easy ways to make really pretty and perfect frames for your 12 by 12 pages, or even for smaller items if you would prefer. If you don't already have our Creative Memories 12-inch trimmer, I would highly encourage you to get one. These are a tool that once you use them, you will find you just can't do without, and they're just amazing. So one of the things that I've always wanted to do is be able to put a beautiful frame around the edge of my page without having to overlap strips, which would be kind of an obvious and easy way to do it, but I wanted to do it with all one piece of paper, and we have found a great way to do that. It's super easy. The only thing you do need to add to your trimmer are some cute little clips. So these kind of alligator clips, if you have anything like that, if you have kind of small ones, these are like about 1 inch wide, and these work perfect for what I'm about to show you. So to make this particular frame, I just have a 1 inch border around, this is a 1 inch frame around my page. And so I'm going to show you how to set that up. If you turn your trimmer on the side, you'll notice that there's a white line on the side of the blade housing right here. This white line indicates the touch point of your blade as it is, when you push it down, the area where the blade comes in contact with the paper is going to be right here where this white line is. That's the center of the blade. The actual edge of the blade I have marked right here on mine with a little bit of a black marking pen, just because I noticed that because the blade is round, it is a little bit wider. So if you're super persnickety and you don't want any additional cuts, you want it to exactly meet, then you'll want to mark where the very edge of the blade is, and that is right there where that black mark is on my housing. All right. Back to the clips. So you'll notice that on the rails that the blade is riding on, there is a measurement guide. This is a ruler, starts at 0 up here at the top of the trimmer and goes all the way down here past 12 at the end of the trimmer down here. We want, of course, we know we're usually working with papers that are 12 by 12. So assuming that your cardstock is 12 by 12, you're going to be using this upper bumper at the top of the trimmer to keep your paper flush and straight. And knowing that, you're going to use these as bumpers, because without these little clips in place, your blade goes all the way up here to where the bumper is. You can see that. Here's the mark on the side, and it goes all the way up to the bumper. You can see that because that's where the edge of your paper is usually. But because we want a 1 inch border, we want that blade to stop at the 1 inch mark right here, where you can see where the grid starts. That is your 1 inch mark. And so that's where we want our blade to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and set my clip right along my rail that my blade is gliding on, and I'm going to set it so that my blade stops right at the 1 inch mark, as you can see right here. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and slide my blade down to the other end, and I'm going to ensure that my blade stops at the other end of the grid, which is also the 11 inch mark. Pretty handy how they did that, huh? And so I'm going to go ahead and set my other clip in place on the blade rail, right, so that so that my center line meets up with my 11-inch mark right here. Now, you'll see what that's going to be able to allow me to do in just a second here. Let me grab my 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. Okay, and I'm going to, actually, one second here. Let me grab a piece of cardstock that is another color so that you can see it more easily. All right, here we go. So we're going to, again, put it up here at the upper bumper. We're going to flip our arm up so we can see our grid and our cutting lines and everything. We're going to slide our paper to the 1-inch mark. See right here, it says 1 inch. Ooh, hello. 1 inch. And you'll notice that there's a grid line that's a little bit bolder that goes all the way down right under 1 inch. So it makes it super easy to keep your paper all lined up. So you just keep your paper snug up against this bumper up here. Move it so that the right edge is right along that 1 inch line. Close the arm up. You're going to push down and drag the blade down until it hits this lower clip. Lift up and bring your arm back up. All right, so we've made one cut. Now we're going to turn the paper counterclockwise, or you can do it clockwise. Depends on what what floats your boat, how you're feeling that day. All right, we're gonna move the edge again to the 1 inch mark, close our arm up, bring our blade to our resting point at our clip up here, push down, drag down until we hit the other clip down here at the base, lift up, turn our cardstock, line it up again. You do this all the way around. Super quick, super fast, super easy, right? And now we have a perfect purple frame, a perfect 1 inch purple frame. All right. So if you wanted to make your frame wider, maybe a 2 inch frame or 1.5 or 1 3/4 or whatever however wide you want your frame to be, it is super easy to do that. You just adjust your clips at the top and at the bottom, and you'll have a perfect frame every time. All right. Another quick tip on making a perfect frame, but this one does involve folding, is you take your square paper, make sure it's perfectly square, and you fold it corner to corner, opposite corner to corner, so that you have triangles. You have to fold it somewhat. And then you fold it this way to make another triangle. Always fuss with the corners, getting them just right. So if I pinch it just a little, it usually helps me. Okay, keep your edges nice and close together. Okay. Now, as long as you keep this edge straight and close together. All right, now we're going to take that edge and we're going to place that edge on the 1 inch line. Our outside edge, not the folded edge. Be sure you don't have the folded edge on the 1 inch line, because it won't work out the way you're hoping. Now this is going to be very thick, but if you push down and slide your trimmer up and back, you have a perfect frame. And you can do that with any size, again, any measurement. All right. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Here's again the white one. Here's the purple one. If you've seen, there's a really cool design that I made at a retreat. I think it was a virtual retreat that I was at last year, where Nicole So put together a really cool double page layout using this technique, and it created perfect concentric squares, and really turned out beautiful. But this is the trick. You fold your paper so that you have a triangle, and then you can cut it so that it's exactly symmetrical all the way around. All right, I hope this has helped you, and I hope it helps you create beautiful pages. Keep creating, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day.